What up, brothers? Mac, tell me something slick and make it stick. I'm back with a special edition of Cigar Chats. Now I'm a normal flow. Today I'll be talking about something near and dear to my heart. Them damn Chicago Bears. We're gonna do it with just a brief video. I'm gonna talk about this whole Justin Fields and Caleb Williams situation. Give my take. I've been a lifelong Bear fan. I've heard a lot of people opine about it, and I feel I'm just as qualified to talk about these Bears because I've been pulling for them since '77, man. Literally, born a Bear fan. Didn't have a choice. Then never wanted a choice. But we're gonna talk about the quarterback situation, not from an excess and old standpoint, not from the traditional standpoint that everybody else is talking about it and making a contrast and compare between the two gentlemen. First of all, I'm pro Justin Fields. Just let that be known, and I'll tell you why. Hey, I tell you what, sit back, grab you a cigar. It's Friday morning. Ain't no better place to be than with your boy Max, Cigar Chats, baby. Back in a second. Welcome back, everyone, again. Man, happy Friday to everybody. So, listen, guys, everybody, NFL people, those that are lettered, all know that the Chicago Bears have the number one pick this upcoming April, for the draft, and we're all excited. I mean, this will be 2 years in a row. In my 46 years, I ain't never seen the Bears. I ain't never known the Bears have back to back first round draft picks. Excuse me, number one picks overall back to back. And that's exciting, but there's so much you can do with it. If you look at what we did last year with that, being in that position and the haul we got, and the tremendous talent that we, both the team with, from Darnell Wright, of course, the great DJ Moore, and you got my boy Tyreek Stevenson. Phenomenal things, you know, phenomenal things. You gave Justin a damn tackle and you gave him a damn wide receiver. Man, it looked a lot better, right? But, what's interesting is that people are now saying, well, because of this number one pick, the Bears got to take a quarterback. My question is why? Why? I never understood why. Because our pick, based off our record, is the ninth pick. We wouldn't be in the conversation for Caleb Williams anyway. And people say, well, hey, we got the number one pick. Well, that's because of Carolina's performance. So basically, what our team did, we don't qualify. We don't need a quarterback. And had we won a few of those games in the fourth quarter, that I believe we had like a 90% chance of winning, this wouldn't even be a conversation. So if we would have won just two more games, there wouldn't even be a conversation for Caleb Williams. And no knock on Caleb Williams. Hell, I got a son his age. I want him to succeed. No knock on him. But let me tell you why I'm pro Justin Fields. Because I take it and look at things a little bit deeper, right? What have we given this kid to succeed? He came in, he was drafted in a lame duck year from Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, and we all know how horrible Matt Nagy was. Okay, let's just be honest. Hell, I think Pat Mahomes is probably ready to throw his ass out of KC right now. Thank God for Andy Reid being there. But Justin Fields didn't have that luxury. When Justin Fields came in, he got thrown in to the Lions den, and the young man did the best he could, and he survived. He came back the next year, new GM, new coach Eberflus, and they gutted the whole thing out. Took all this talent away on defense. Quan was gone. Got rid of Khalil. Everybody left. All you man, anything of value, Coach got rid of it. Understandably so. He's rebuilding. He said to the team, "I'm gonna build it up from the draft." You gotta take the man at his word, and he's doing that. But people talk about Justin and criticize him without proper context. Now his first year was a wash because of the shit show that he walked into. The second year, he was it was the first year of a rebuild. The team was gutted out. Nobody takes that into consideration. He had Valus Jones to throw the ball to. The GM didn't draft George Pickens. Don't know why, but he didn't do that. Just saying. He gave him Valus Jones. Well, they ain't with no damn help. Yeah, Dante Pettis and some other dudes, man. I don't know, some The Kill Harry, some big ass man named the Kill Harry. He couldn't. The boy had nobody. His line was trash. We all know that. So he ran for his life, and he gave us Bear fans something. He gave us the most powerful thing anybody can give anybody: hope. And so now we get to year three. We take that number one pick from that we had last year, and man, we got DJ Moore, true number one receiver. How did JF1 look then? Mm, got him a darn near right, a stalwart at that right tackle, future Pro Bowler. Hell, he might get him a damn gold jacket somewhere down the line. He keep ascending. You can see the promise in him. Braxton Jones was serviceable. I think we could do better, but that's another conversation for another day. What I'm talking about is the rest of that line was hit and miss. When Tevin Jenkins is on his game, he A1. We all know Nate Davis is, he man, he is unpredictable as Atlanta weather sometimes. Trust me. So, you don't know what you got there, on a consistent basis. And we all know what happened at center. So the line wasn't his best. Now, let me say this. Are there things that Justin needs to improve on? Of course. What third year quarterback don't need to improve? I don't know. People always talk about great quarterbacks at the end. You, how dare you mention Tom Brady and Joe Montana and all these, these Peyton Manning? You mention them at the end of their career. You weren't saying that. There wasn't no damn no Hall of Fame trajectory by year three. You couldn't do that. It takes time. And so my thing is this: let's put the human element into this. If you put anybody in a situation, we all work jobs, have jobs, do anything. We all need situations where we can succeed that are conducive for us. If you put us in any situation, any employee, anybody, and they don't have the help, the support, how well would they perform on your job, wherever you work right now? If you're not given the things that you need to really succeed, how good can you really be? Now, if you give a person the things that they can succeed with and they don't, then that's a different conversation. When we moved on from Mr. Trubisky, hey man, you ain't got it. And we know you ain't got it. And nobody ever thought your ass had it. It was a fair conversation. But can Chicago Bear fans really say that with Justin Fields? Of course not. Even the harshest critic can't ignore the reality that this kid got help, dealt the raw deal. Raw deal. But he handled it. Now, so we got this media hype with this Caleb Williams. Media hype. Oh my God. Oh, it can't miss. I swear every year there's a can't miss talent that do miss. Every damn year. They said the same. I mean, I didn't heard that so many times about them damn USC quarterbacks. They can't miss. Lincoln Riley quarterback, they can't miss. And how many of them really hit? Seriously. So I don't get caught up in the hype. And I see the highlights of what Caleb Williams is doing in USC, and that's great against those kids. Let him do that against Miles Garrett. Can he do that against Michael Parsons? When it's real grown men who get paid to put your ass in that pavement, can you do that then? That's a whole different thing. I'm not saying a young man can't, but what I will say is this: we got a guy that can do that. You've seen Justin Fields throw off Miles Garrett, again, ain't too many people in this world can say they threw Miles Garrett big ass off him. He did that. When you got his peers in the NFL saying, you know what, that guy's got it. Give him some more help. He's special. When you got hell, ex-Bear Jay Cutler speaking up for you, you might want to listen to that because Jay Cutler didn't speak up for his own damn teammates when he played with them. But yet alone, I think he may know something about one Chicago as well as playing quarterback. He's saying the guy has it. Nobody said Trubisky had it. And it's again, I'm not picking on Mr. Trubisky, no knock against him. But we're gonna deal with, it is, what it is. Everybody's saying this Caleb Williams kid is a can't miss. That may be great. That may be good. But is the name of the game to win a championship? I believe it is. And it takes a great team. It takes a great team. Now we talk about Brock Purdy, but the man was he was Mr. Irrelevant because he's thriving in a great system with a great team. I don't think Jordan Love was Number one pick in the draft. He's looking pretty good. Hurts me to say it, but he has a great team, great system. Oh, and a magnificent play caller. Kudos to Matt LaFleur. Lamar Jackson was number one pick in the draft. Matter of fact, they didn't. They told the man to switch him. They wanted him to play another position. Lose the last pick in the first round. Great team, great system. You see where we're going with this? Josh Allen was the number one pick overall. So what I'm saying is, it's about the team, and it's also about who's putting you in position to succeed. Justin Field didn't have a play caller that was worth a damn. I know some damn Pop Warner coaches that could have called a better game than what Luke Getzey's ass called. Let's just be honest, guys. So, with all this being said, that brings me to my point. It's one thing to move off of a person or move off of a situation when you know you've done the best by it. For example, I'll take it personal. My previous employer, when I was in corporate America, my time in corporate America, I did everything I could to say, "Hey, I want to move up. I want to, I want promotion. I want opportunity. I want to do something else." I did. My performance was A1. I did everything that I was told to do. Nobody heard me. Nobody was trying to help me. So then I knew, you know what? It was time to move on because I did everything I could do in this situation, but I wasn't getting the help I needed. Now, in the inverse, if I was given all the tools to succeed and I was given a pathway to, to ascend and I didn't do it, then that's not on the organization. That falls on me. Let's look at personal relationships. How many times have any of you guys been in a personal relationship? I can, speak of mine. When I decided to divorce my wife, I wanted to make sure I did everything I could do from a personal standpoint to make sure this is the right decision. Because again, I don't, it's if you haven't did everything you could do that's right, and you quit, you leave too soon because it's convenient, because it's easy, then you know what? In the long run, you're not gonna get nowhere anyway because it's not the right way to do things. You want to leave a situation knowing I did all I could do, and there truly was nothing else. And when you do the best you could do, you move on. And I did, and it was the right thing to do, and I was able to move on with a clear conscience. So now let's bring this all the way back to the Bears. Have they did everything they could do right by Justin Fields? Have they given him the right play caller? No, because they fired the one they had. Does he have a great line? No, they don't. He doesn't. His center position is trash. There's more to be desired, even at left tackle. Have they given him enough receivers? No, they haven't. So if they move on from him, have they did everything right? No, the answer is no. So that leads me to this next question. Bringing in a Caleb Williams, you still got to give him everything. You got to put him in a good situation as well. So what's the difference? What's the difference? He's going to have the same support system. He's going to have receivers that catch the ball. He can't have no damn Velus Jones out there with his ad, with him. Because if you give him a Velus Jones, you give Caleb Williams a Dante Pettis and the other same Brown, not the one in Detroit, the other one. You give him that, he's probably going to bear the same results because guess what? No matter how great he can spin the ball, or he can Mahomes in, he is allegedly. He can't do it by himself. Football is the ultimate team sport. So I want to caution people to think about that before you just want to run, Justin out of town. You have a kid that's proven he can take the Chicago media, which is probably the most divisive media in the world. Never seen the media culture that just cause problems for no damn reason. Just make them up. There don't even be no problem. Just make them up. This kid stood in there at 24, poised as a man, and took it like a G. And us Chicagoans would respect that, man, because that's what the city's about. It's about grit, it's about toughness. and he's one of us. And again, this is no knock against Caleb Williams, but all I'm saying is this: you haven't did right. And moving off of Justin Fields, did you do everything you could to help him succeed? If you did, if the Bears organization did and it don't work, I'll be the first to say, you know what, Justin, it ain't happening here, buddy. I wish you luck, but it ain't happening. I'll be the first one to say that. If he had a Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, if he had a Darnell Wright, and maybe even a Joe Alt, or a couple more pieces, hell, even a Brock Bowers and a Roma Dunze, I'll be like, okay. And you know what? And we having the same issues. It doesn't work. Then I say, with a clear conscience, we can move on because we put you in a position to succeed. But until we do that, the Bears do that universally. And from a karma standpoint, no good is going to ever visit the organization because who has this organization ever did right by from a QB standpoint? And that's something that I look at. So before we rush JF1 out the door, just remember, Caleb Williams gonna need the same help. Man, I don't want no excuses. If Poles draft this kid, I'm telling y'all now, I don't want no excuses. Get your ass in here and take the same stuff that Justin had and be a world beater. I want to see this force multiply, this can't miss transcendental talent. I want all that. Take the same scraps, excluding DJ Moore. And I want to see what you do with that. With Avalis Jones, with Mooney, with these guys who hit and miss and, man, not getting open. All I'm saying, before you move on from a situation, you make sure you do everything right by the situation. And Chicago Bears have not always done that. Historically, they haven't. But they got a chance to get it right. And I just tend to believe that if the players that played this game and still playing this game, currently playing, have glowing endorsements for JF1, then we might want to listen to that. I think they would know. So we're gonna see what happens. But make sure in anything in life, you do everything to close the situation out the right way. Before we move on, relationships, same thing. Business or personal, did you do everything you could do to make it work? And if you did everything you could do to make it work, you move on. Because if you don't, you're gonna be the same person at the next job, with the next relationship. Did you really stick in there through the tough times and really try? So I tell you what, guys, again, hope y'all have a great Friday. Tap in, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, check out all my other videos. But yeah, this was a one-off for the sports. But we're gonna do this more often though. But remember, it's bear down for life, man. So y'all weekend, we got some great football coming up. Cigar Chats and Mac. I'm out.